I'll tell you one thing I've noticed about CEOs. The ones who have high-performing companies that stay high-performing talk about what you just talked about we're putting a stamp on the industry, on the customers. And the ones whose companies peter out are the ones that talk about trying to hit a financial metric. And they're more focused on their own exit plan.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have one, but we do have, we do have financial goals, and one of them is to surpass the $100 million revenue mark early in 2021 with momentum. So the way that I describe it is I did a bike race once, and I hadn't done, the longest bike ride I'd ever done was like 30 miles, and so I signed up for a 78-mile bike race. And I haven't done another one since then, but I got in the race and I was riding it by myself. And I didn't even know like how teams work and the peloton, but I saw all these people with the same jersey. And at like mile 12, I'm like, hey, what are y'all doing? And they're like, come hang out with us. So I started riding the pack, and it was a game changer when you're with the pack, by the way. But it was, mile 58, and I'm starting to I'm huffing and puffing. And the leader of this group calls me to the front and says, hey, do you want to help pull? That means you're in front, and then people are drafting off of you. And I'm, okay, sure, I'm kind of dreading it, but you can't turn it down. Everyone's looking. So I pull up to the front, and I start going. And the first thing I do is I go too fast. He's like, slow down, come back. And I'm like, okay, I'm with the team. And but then it was so much easier than when I was behind, because I had the whole crew behind me to keep with me. And we hit that finish line. And the story I tell is when I hit that finish line, I felt like I had more momentum, more energy, more capabilities than ever before. And that's exactly how we want to hit our revenue milestones. Hit that 100 million with just power and influence and trajectory, so we can pick the next big target and go get that.
Oh, that matters so much to describe it that way to your team. I want to just I guess I am going to have this video and get to share it to all my clients. But it matters so much because so many times leaders put a mark out there, the 100 million, the stock price, and it's like this end game. I mean, I remember when I was much younger and I said, by the time I'm 30 years old, I want to be making this much money, I want to be in a partnership, be in a marriage, and I want to have a baby. And that was my goal from 20. And then I hit it at 30, and I was like, oh crap.
What's next?
I haven't given 1 minute's thought to what's going to happen after this.
That's awesome.
But I mean, the idea that you have said we want to hit it with momentum, that's huge.